People ask me, why do you risk death? For me, this is life. It's highly illegal, not to mention dangerous. How's it going, everyone? I'm Daniel Rodriguez, aka Big D here. It's time to review another movie. This time it is the latest Robert Zemeckis movie to be presented to us, to be bestowed. And this movie stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Of course, you don't know Robert Zemeckis. Have you ever heard of Back to the Future? Forrest Gump? Castaway? Flight with Denzel Washington? He directed these movies, man. So he's not some... He's a big deal, baby. He's a big deal, and it's good to have him back. And directing truly, it could be a classic, man. It could be a classic one day for sure. All I know is that Joseph Gordon-Levitt was in this movie. Oh, Ben Kingsley, Sir Ben Kingsley is in this movie as well, guys. Very brilliant. I mean, Ben Kingsley. You can never go wrong with Ben Kingsley, man. He's a little goofy sometimes. I love the Jews. You know, always Ben Kingsley. Always need my fix of him. But either way, this is a non-spoiler review to a true story. Glad they made us into the movie. I was never aware of the story, and now I'm aware of it, and I want to be a wire walker now, guys. I'm going to quit YouTube and be a wire walker. Literally, it seems fun, but I'll probably fall on and I can't have kids and everything. So other than that, this is my non-spoiler review. I'm just going to give you the pros and the cons, tell you whether or not you should go see this movie. I saw this movie in IMAX, so IMAX experience. Either way, non-spoiler review for The Walk. So let's start off with our pros first. Let me tell you that just the directing in general, Robert Zemeckis, every shot in here is beautiful. From close-ups to, far away, to how he does color scheme. I mean, literally, the directing in here is fantastic. It's been better. I mean, it's been probably the best directed movie out of September, or at least the last day of September. I saw September 30th. It was yesterday. So it literally was a very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful movie of the directing, and a lot of it's CGI. It's about maybe about 75-80% CGI. This movie with the Twin Towers, and the way that he directs it. And if you see it in IMAX, that's what makes it even more scarier, is the height. The Twin Tower from the top to the bottom, baby. You feel like you're there. And I don't mean like the wind is like gushing everywhere. I mean like you feel the height, man. That's real. That's real. You see cities. You see New York City, and it feels real. And the way that he directed it, and the shots, and the way that his camera moves, and following from at the bottom, going to the top, and going around the building, is just so magnificent. And I think that he's fantastic. I want to be a director one day. I don't want to be the next Spielberg. I'm Nick Spielberg, man. But I do want to direct a few things every now and then and do my own projects. But I get inspired by a new director, or any director, who gets me in my heart, and I'm like, that's a beautiful shot. That's it, man. That's it. That's it, man. I love it. And Robert Zemeckis did it for me, man. I honestly fell in love with this movie just by the directing alone, and the camera shots, and just the way his mind works, man. I love it always. Philippe, or is it Felipe? I'm getting mixed up. Philippe or Felipe Petit, played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, man, who was our main character. I just love the way he talks, literally. I'm going to hang a highlighter between the two towers. I messed up there, but still, I love Joseph Gordon-Levitt. You can never go wrong with him, man. He's done pretty good roles over the past, 5-6 years. And he's been, Third Rock from the Moon or whatever, Third Rock from the Sun, with John Lithgow. He was in that show a long time ago. So, I mean, he's been around for a while, man, but literally, his character in here, and the way it's written, the way that he performs, the way that he talks, I love his accent. I love the French accent, dude, and Halloui, and the way he talks, and it's a fourth wall movie, so he is at times talking directly to the audience, and he's telling the story. So what I gotta say is the journey we see. We do see the journey from the beginning, not when he was born, but from the beginning to all the way to the walk, man, the actual walk between the two Twin Towers, and it's beautiful, man. The journey, we see, and we meet characters along the way that stick with him, and go. It's literally an interesting ride, man, and the journey and the fourth wall aspect, literally, he ain't no Deadpool, but definitely for sure, you feel a little bit more like, oh, he's telling us the story. All right, story time, baby, let's talk. And literally, that's how it goes, man. So I enjoyed a lot, and the opening shot, literally the opening shot is just, and then he's like, people, why do I risk death and all that, and it's amazing. Other than that, I mean, there's a lot more. The effects in here, I have no problem with the effects, because remember, Twin Towers, I mean, sadly, original, I mean, God bless again, aren't there. So that the constructed by CGI and computer, and the inside and the building and the top, and it's a lot of stuff to do, man. This movie cost $35 million. That was their budget. That budget is $35 million. For what they did with that, it's beautiful. It's perfect, man. It literally, you could say it's a homage or an honor to Philippe, and an honor to the Twin Towers, baby. For the beautiful. It's a beautiful construction, man. If you're an architect and all that, it's a beautiful freaking thing. The two tallest towers, baby, and it's beautiful, man. So it just keeps your heart warm in there, man. You want to see more. The effects in there, again, like I said, is perfect. The music in here, man, during the wire walk, excuse me for this, I got hair on my face. The walk and the music between it, it's beautiful. I honestly, you have some, like some, it sounds like like that. I'm like, you get in my feels, baby. Don't do that. I don't want to cry. I mean, there's like 6 people in my IMAX theater. It's a shame, dude. More people should have went to go see this. I hope it makes money, because this movie, the Green Inferno last week it was good, but this is something I paid $13 to go see. I would have rather paid 10, but I'm happy that I paid 13 because I felt like I was getting a show. I was actually getting a show, man. And the IMAX is beautiful, and the effects, and the look, and the music, and the acting. The acting is another thing. Every character in here, no matter how long they're on, they did their acting, they did their job, they did what they needed to do. I wish they could have been involved more. I'll get to the cons there, but the acting itself, everyone did fine. No one was a bad actor. No one was like, it's crappy, man. No more. I was fine with every acting. I think it was totally perfect with every cast member, everything, what they had to do and what they did, they got to me. Especially some characters, like I believe his name was JP, hopefully, GP, JP, not GP, JP. The characters, like I said, all the characters are interesting. Barry, he has that cool mustache. Highly illegal, not to mention dangerous. I love that. The locations. Again, the Twin Towers, you got France in here, you got a few other locations in there that I didn't expect to see. Very beautiful. I didn't even expect to go to France in here, man, so that was really cool. And I know he's French, and I never knew in the trailer we're gonna go to France. I never knew that, man, because he was born in France, like that's his place. So you gotta go explore there. The opening, like I said, was amazing. The color scheme, black and white. This movie is black and white for a certain amount of time, not like 5 minutes or anything. Just in around areas, it goes black and white, just like one scene basically. But still, the color scheme with it worked perfect, man, and I love that scheme. I was like, that is beautiful. That's artistic. I was like, he's an artist, and Robert Zemeckis is an artist, and that inspired me a lot also. The dialogue is what makes this movie, because there's no gunfighting, there's no action, there's no people getting decapitated. This is just a very well not thriller, but where he's going to walk on the wire, dude. You don't know he's going to fall or not. There's no net, there's no safety or anything like that. He's going all forward, and let me just tell you that the dialogue works very well. It's very quotable at times, and the characters, like I said, just their dialogue between it, and thank you, no, just the way that he goes into it, I love it. The Twin Towers, again, like I said, beautiful. The ending, you could either hate it or love it, but I think no one would hate it. I think that it's just a beautiful ending shot there to remember. The IMAX, you gotta see this movie in IMAX. If you don't see it in IMAX, then make sure you see it in 3D at least, but don't see it regular. Make sure you see it in 3D or IMAX. Do not see it just in 2D. Oh, 2D. No, see it in good 3D or IMAX, and I definitely recommend the extra money for IMAX because it is 2 hours, and no time of this movie, not really, I was never like, what time is it? Oh god, this is taking forever. I was invested in the story. 2 hours. Usually, like, last week there was like 3 2-hour movies, and I was like, come on, Black Mass, hurry up. It's good, but come on, hurry up. This movie, I didn't want it to end. I wanted to see more. I honestly did, and I was like, I love the journey with it. Other than that, the French style and the subtitles, there are some subtitles for the French speaking, and Sir Ben Kingsley was beautiful as ever, man. He's Philippe, I just love that. The pimple thing there or something like that. I love that. Now to the cons. That was for the pros, baby. Now the cons. Other characters don't get much time we don't get much time to explore other characters. Like Barry. He seems like an awesome character. He's one of my faves. just for the time. He's literally in there for maybe less than 6 minutes at most. Literally less than 6 minutes. And it's kind of like, I want to explore a little bit more of him. He works at the Twin Towers on the 82nd floor. What does he do? Why don't we see him in his office? Why? Why don't we ever see any of that? You know, I want to see a little bit more Barry. I want to see other of these characters. And then they kind of just get pushed to the side. I know, but it's a 2-hour movie. You have enough time to talk a little bit about these characters and show them a little bit more. Show them having a little bit of heart. Instead of them just being there in a one note and just, show them a little bit more, man. I would like to see a little bit more, little characteristics in them. I love Barry, but I wish they could have. They underused him. They kind of just throw him out there, you know? So, you know, just explore the characters would have been a little bit more better. It was a little slow in the middle, man. Around the middle mark, it got a little slow. And it got a little, how do I say this? Ridiculous in the third act. And I won't say how. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad third act. It just got kind of ridiculous at times where I was like, really? Really? Oh, you're doing it again? Really? Really? Are you serious? Come on, dude. Like, I like how... But, now you're doing it. You did it again. Now you're doing it. Really? Okay. Yeah, no. Can you stop already? I'm getting tired of it. Now, I'm not like, what time is it? But I'm like, you've been doing this for 10 minutes, back and forth, back and forth. So it's kind of like, it did get ridiculous at a time. Like, you gotta come into the show one day. Anyway, I was thinking about Chris Pine right there. Again, slow in the middle, like I said. Barry, he's not shown much. I already just qualified. I just said that. And also, the Ben Kingsley gets shoved to the side. Papa Rudy is his name. Papa Rudy is Ben Kingsley's name. And he just gets shoved to the side. That's it. I really wish we would have saw a little bit more of Ben Kingsley. I honestly did. I think he was perfect in here. He's in here like maybe less than 10 minutes or 10 minutes of screen time. But still, I kind of wish that we just had a little bit more of him. I wish he was there when The Wire happened. He was just like gone. They never showed him. So, ladies and gentlemen, what did I think about The Walk? I thought that it was a really good movie, guys. I honestly am going to give it, and I'm happy to give it, man. It deserves this. A B+, an 8.75 out of a 10. It is a very, very, very good movie, man, and I recommend it. Go see it in IMAX. This is a movie that, you know, couples can go see. That it's a biography and it's a true story, and I think it does the story well. I definitely am gonna pick this movie up on Blu-ray. If I have money, but $20. Well, no worries, baby. It's $20. The Walk. I'm gonna watch it again because it definitely, it has the problems. It's a very good movie. It has its problems, but it's very watchable. It's very enjoyable. And there's an IMAX part, and oh my god! And that was the first time ever since a long time where I was like that. Literally, I was like that, and my heart. I was like, I hope I don't look stupid behind me. Oh my gosh! There's like one person other than that behind me, and I was like, oh, I don't want to look stupid. No. Other than that, thanks again for watching. Comment down below. Let me know what did you think about The Walk. And the next movies I will be reviewing Friday, Sicario. Saturday would be The Martian. Until next time, may the Spock be with you always. How's it going, everyone? I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to also check out my other videos. I do TV show reviews, movie reviews. I do also game reviews and game unboxings, movie unboxings. I do a movie podcast, a superhero podcast, much, much more. So go ahead and check out the channel. Thanks for watching again. See you all next time.